Hello, my friend. In this video, I just wanted to share a few quick tips on how to eliminate sugar cravings for good. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. So as you know, as I'm sure you've experienced, having sugar cravings can be an obstacle to really achieving and keeping the body composition that we want. And also just from a health perspective and an energy and a feeling good perspective, right? If we're eating a lot of sugar all the time, that just destabilizes our blood sugar. And it really is just, it's gonna make you crave more sugar, right? But if you just suffer from these intense sugar cravings all the time, it can be really difficult to resist. So I just wanted to share with you a few of my effective tips that I use for myself and with my clients in this video. So number one is you want to start the day with a high protein breakfast with healthy fats, and depending on where you're at from a body composition perspective, maybe a little bit of starchy carbs or no starchy carbs, depending on the person. Okay, so starting the day with between 20 and 40 grams of protein is going to be really powerful when it comes to helping you to reduce sugar cravings throughout the entire day. Okay, and also just throughout the day, you want to make sure that you're getting enough protein. If your protein consumption drops below a certain amount, which is usually around 100 grams a day, then you bet you are going to be craving sugar and carbs. Okay, so I usually recommend 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight in protein consumption per day. So that's really important, and just by making that one change, I think you're going to see a massive difference in your sugar cravings if you're really consistent with this. My next tip is really to avoid sugar, because it's just like feeding the dragon. When you eat sugar, you're just gonna crave more sugar. So get it out of your diet on a daily basis and just keep it as a treat. And the best way to do this is you wanna get all the treat sugary foods out of your house, because, you know, in a weak moment, you just may end up reaching for it and then regret it, right? Make sugar a treat. You're gonna enjoy it so much more if you just make it an occasional indulgence. And just do it out of the house, because when you just have whole healthy foods in the house, then you really only have a choice to either make a proper meal, which is better than snacking, by the way, for managing your body composition, and then, you know, there's no temptation. So do yourself a favor and just get those treat foods out of your house. And then you can replace, but say you still want something sweet, right? So some sugar replacements are monk fruit extract. My favorite is the Lakanto monk fruit extract. It comes in a little bottle. It's a liquid, so that's just monk fruit. There's Lakanto erythritol, which is going to be a great, it's an alcohol sugar. I don't recommend you consume this every day. But it is absolutely fine in moderation, and it honestly tastes just like sugar. It's great in baking, it's great in anything hot. And then another option is a good quality organic stevia. Now, I would say that you really want to go for something good quality. The best tasting brands are Sweet Leaf and Amica Stevia, I've found. There's definitely some stevias that really don't taste good, so if you had a bad experience with the stevia, don't worry, try it again, or try the monk fruit extract. So those are gonna be some sugar alternatives that you can have on hand to really satisfy your sweet cravings. And then also, you know, a little bit of raw honey here and there is fine, raw maple syrup. At least these sweeteners have minerals and vitamins and different healthy compounds in them. So if you do have some sugar on occasion at home, then those are definitely gonna be your best options. Next, take a high quality probiotic. This is so important. 75% of our immune system is contained within our GI tract, and it's really comprised of this delicate balance of healthy bacteria in our gut. So there's 10% good bacteria, 10% bad bacteria, and 80% opportunistic bacteria. So what we want to do is we want to be constantly re-inoculating our gut with healthy bacteria, and we can do this by taking a high quality probiotic. Now, my favorite probiotic is P301 by BiOptimizers. You can learn more about it in my link in bio. It has a US patent stating that it is antiviral, antiretroviral, antitumoral, antifungal. Yeah, anti-tumoral, meaning it eats tumors. That's a US patent. So it's a really powerful one. So I would say that's really important. And my next tip, right, okay, so if you're wondering, well, why does that help with sugar cravings? Well, there's a lot of different factors in our lifestyle that can really kill off and throw off this delicate balance of healthy bacteria, right? Eating conventional animal products, right? Because they contain antibiotic residue. Drinking tap water with chlorine. This is going to kill good bacteria. Stress, chronic stress. Just different chemicals that we're exposed to on a daily basis. Pesticides on our produce. Chemicals that we breathe in the air. Even being on our phones after 8 p.m. in the dark, that can kill off good bacteria. Okay? So there's a lot of different lifestyle factors that really can wreak havoc on this delicate balance of healthy bacteria that our immune system relies on, right? 75% of our immune system is in our gut. So we really want to protect that delicate balance, and we can do so by taking a good quality probiotic, eating lots of fiber-rich foods, lots of vegetables, right? Because those are prebiotics and it feeds the friendly bacteria. And really trying to just limit our exposure to conventional animal products and, choosing grass-fed, pastured, or organic animal products and consuming organic fruits and vegetables as much as possible. You're going to be getting more healthy compounds, vitamins, and minerals, and you're also going to be reducing your exposure to these compounds that really stress out your immune system and kill off healthy bacteria in your gut. And all of that, in turn, is going to help you reduce sugar cravings, right? Because if enough of your bad bacteria gets thrown off, and this can cause good bacteria gets thrown off, and this can cause bad bacteria to proliferate, the next thing you know, these things feed on sugar, and you're going to be having sugar cravings because the bugs need to feed, okay? This is very common. I can't remember, I think I was reading that 75% of the population has a systemic candida yeast infection. There's a huge percentage of the population that has an H. pylori infection, and this could go on for years and you don't even know it. And then it manifests as other symptoms that are seemingly unrelated, like allergies or chronic infections, or you're getting colds all the time, etc., right? So protecting and nourishing your gut bacteria is one of the best things you can do for your health, for your body composition, and also for reducing sugar cravings. All right, so my next tip for reducing sugar cravings is at mealtime, you want to be combining a protein, carb, and a fat together, okay? By combining a protein, carb, and fat together at mealtime, this is going to keep you fuller for longer and keep your blood sugar stable for longer, right? So making sure we're getting lots of good quality protein, the fats, and then a little bit of either starchy carbohydrates or non-starchy carbohydrates, okay? This combination together is going to keep your blood sugar stable, because one factor that causes sugar cravings is spikes and crashes in your blood sugar levels, right? So say we have a snack that is just simple carbs, like a banana, okay? So what's gonna happen is this is really easy for the body to digest. It's basically like eating sugar. We're gonna get this peak in our blood sugar levels, and then it's gonna go down into a crash. And the brain is like, okay, I need some glucose, I need some sugar, and the next thing you know, you're craving sugar, right? So by combining protein, carbs, and fats, it's just gonna keep your blood sugar stable for the longest. It's going to allow a slow release of sugar into the bloodstream, and it's really going to reduce your sugar cravings. So an example of a protein, carb, and fat combination is, say, a protein shake with some coconut oil in the protein shake, and maybe some sweet potato or some rice, or veggies, right? Sweet potato rice, that's gonna be a starchy carb. Veggies, that's gonna be a non-starchy carb, right? Another option is chicken is your protein, avocado, and veggies, right? That would be the non-starchy carb option, starchy carb option, sweet potato or squash. Another option, salmon. So you're getting your protein and fat with the salmon, brown rice, and lots of green veggies. So right there, we get our protein, our fat, starchy carbs, and our non-starchy carbs. So those are just some examples of how to combine your macronutrients. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that was helpful. If you have any more tips on how to reduce sugar cravings, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your tips. And thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.